Hello and welcome to this episode of the super awkward fun review of the X-Files. And this is season 7. Wow, we've come a long way. Part 2. So let's get right into it with episode 12, Ex-Cops, written by Vince Gilligan, directed by Michael Watkins. I forgot this episode somehow, and I don't know. I think I should just be angry with myself because it's one of the best fucking episodes. And it was almost in the top 5. It was so close I took it out, but it is really up there. It's really funny. This should be good, I said in the notes. X-Files meets Cops. What the fuck, Vince? You're a madman. I guess it was bound to happen, but let's see if this crossover episode holds up. It does. I like the camera work a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I totally watched several episodes of Cops as a child around this time. There's a monster, and the cops are checking on it. Our agents are finally here. The camera stuff in this ep is fun for me. I'm just enjoying the ride. Scully's concerned about being on TV. Mulder's cool with it. I love that it's a werewolf episode too. Maybe this one will be the one. It is. My bad. He said it's not a werewolf, it's something else, so it's definitely going to be a good episode. He flirts with her, even with the camera on him. He can't help it. This is a fun standalone ep. I thoroughly enjoy watching all the shenanigans unfold onto first-person shooter, episode 13, written by William Gibson and Tom Maddox, directed by Chris Carter. We're in the dystopia, agents. Scan everything. Hey guys, looks like this is a lone gunman case. Someone dies for real in a first-person shooter VR game. Anything will make Mulder horny, I swear. She ain't having it. I get you, girl. The most interesting thing about this episode is the biometric suit that was used in a video game. This is currently how they package the invasive and dangerous technology of today. The show focuses on the violence aspect and not the new technology. So it's not really ahead of its time there. Krista Allen steals the show as the video game femme fatale. There are some fun moments with jealous Scully too. And hot first-person shooter Mulder isn't bad either. Fun up. Episode 14, Thief. T-H-E-E-F. Written by Vince Gilligan, John Scheiben, and Frank Spotnitz, directed by Kim Manners. She doesn't think this is an X-File. He thinks it is. I'm sure he'll convince her there's some hexing involved. Oh, that's an image. I think Mulder's right again. They said gene therapy again. The agents hit up a magic shop owner for information. They gotta separate the killer from his charm. He's really pissed about his dead wife going after her daughter's family. They'll be safe in our fave agent's hands, of course. Now he's fucking with Scully, but she doesn't need eyes to take you down. I guess he helped, sure. All's well that ends well. Another case solved, along with some flirting and good teamwork. Not my fave episode and not too original, but it was enjoyable. Episode 15, En Ami, written by William B. Davis, directed by Rob Bowman. He plays CSM, if you forgot. Not Rob Bowman, but William B. Davis. Let's see how good his writing is. Latham? Are we related? Anyway, back to the plot. We got a new case in Goochland, Virginia. He thinks angels came to heal him of cancer, but CSM orchestrated everything. He says to grant him a dying wish and work on the case. Into the lion's den she goes. Nice underwire. Road trip time. You die for Mulder, but you won't allow yourself to love him. He's a shipper too. She shrugs it off, but she knows he's not wrong. My main issue with his character this season is that he doesn't seem affected by Mrs. Mulder's death. Happy to hear him opine about Moldy, but I'd also like more of him dealing with his grief. That's not creepy. Meanwhile, he's hell-bent on finding her. That shot is beautiful. She's caught in his web. He says he has the ultimate cure to every disease. I think William has a crush on Jillian, and he wanted a reason to have a bunch of intimate scenes with her. Just like him, to put her in danger and then save her. The manipulation never ends with CSM. Shocker. She's been duped. Mulder gets it. The man's motives never changed, he says. Is he right? Or is this mysterious manipulator more complex than he appears? I'm going with both. In the end, he does away with the cure to every disease. A pretty solid character study from William B. Davis. He definitely doesn't suck at writing. Great work here. Episode 16, Chimera. David Amon wrote it. Directing it is Cliff Bowl. The couple on a stakeout together make out together. Just kidding. Not really, though. They really were the best part of this not-so-great episode. I love their banter so much. Even on the phone, they have chemistry. Mulder leaves her to the stakeout and works on this boring case with ravens. Of course, she helps him work it out because they're such a great team and they always help each other. Let's move on to Jillian's episode. All Things. Episode 17. Jillian wrote it. Jillian directed it. Gillian Anderson, of course. She wrote her own voiceover this time. Very nice. I know that leg. Yep, they banged. She wore him out. I'll allow it. She is me during most of the last episode. This is all the people who love the episode judging me. I guess in order to move on with Mulder, she has to let go of her past. Looks like she's getting closure now. There is a greater intelligence in all things, she says. Title. She really wanted to doctor in this. She knows all the lingo. We also got to find out more about our imperfect Dana Scully, like how she had an affair with a married man in her former life, and she's dealing with the guilt from that as she says goodbye to that time. That leaves her heart open for a more intimate relationship with Fox Mulder. Speaking of which, beautiful episode with a development that many are still arguing about between our agents. Brava, Jillian! Brand X, Episode 18. Written by Stephen Maida and Greg Walker. Kim Manners directs. The new lovers arrive to the crime scene to receive their X-file from Skinner. It's pretty gnarly. Jigsaw. Tobin Bell is here. Of course he's a mysterious villain in this. Another one bites the dust. And Mulder's on his case. Genetic engineering. Scully says the tobacco beetle could have been created into a superbug by Big Tobacco. Ew! There are eggs in his lungs. Poor baby. The episode was a huge anti-tobacco ad. For that, it won't rank very high. But I did appreciate the sweet moments with Mulder and Scully. So while it won't stick with me long, it did make an impact on me. Hollywood AD, Episode 19. DD wrote it. David Duchovny and directed it. Now this one, it had a big impact on me. I still remember this episode, a classic DD joint, and it's another fun one for our agents. They get to watch their love story play out on the big screen with a cameo from David's wife at the time, Téa Leoni, as our fave redhead. It all comes about through this guy. Heisenbergian, huh? The agents investigate the Lazarus Bowl, which is the focus of the movie, but then that shifts to their relationship shortly after, with Téa Leoni playing Dana Scully and Gary fucking Shandling playing Fox Mulder. It's inspired casting. David really knows how to play with the dynamics of these two star-crossed agents. I love this dialogue.
It's all over now.
No. It's just beginning. Hoffman and O'Fallon were these complicated, flawed, beautiful people, and now they'll just be remembered as jokes because of this movie. The character based on O'Fallon is listed in the credits as cigarette-smoking pontiff. How silly is that?
Pretty silly.
Yeah, what about us? How are we going to be remembered now because of this movie?
Well, hopefully the movie will tank.
What about all the dead people who are forever silent and can't tell their stories anymore? They're all gonna have to rely on Hollywood to show the future how we lived, and it'll all become oversimplified and trivialized and cigarette smoking pontificized and become as plastic and meaningless as a stupid plastic Lazarus bowl.
I think the dead are beyond caring what people think about them. Hopefully we can adopt the same attitude. You do know that there aren't real dead people out there, right? That this is a movie set?
The dead are everywhere, Scully.
Well, we're alive. And we're relatively young. And Skinner was so tickled by the movie.
I bet he was.
That he has given us a bureau credit card to use for the evening. Come on.
This is one of the best episodes of The X-Files, obviously a top 5 contender. Episode 20, Fight Club, written by Chris Carter, directed by Paul Shapiro. We don't talk about this episode. Episode 21, Je Souhaite, written by Vince Gilligan, directed by Vince Gilligan, the first Vince Gilligan written and directed episode. I need Vince to help wipe that episode out of my mind. Do they not have paper for him to write on? It is funnier and creepier if he talks, though, so I get it. I see you, Vince, planting the seeds. She is the bitchiest genie ever, and I love it. I love the effects when Anson, played by Kevin Weisman, turns invisible. Then he quickly gets killed. Not what he expected, I'm sure. Scully has fun during the autopsy. I think we should let Vince handle the comedic episodes, Chris, because he is much better in that area. I love the casting in this one, the humor, the stupid wishes that led to it, and the awesome visual effects. Solid ep. Also, we get more cute moments with Mulder and Scully, like this clip.
I don't know if you noticed, but I never made the world a happier place.
Well, I'm fairly happy. That's something.
And now, our feature presentation.
So what was your final wish, anyway?
Overall, Vince did great writing and directing this. We needed something this good after the episode we don't talk about. Phew. Alright, finale time. Episode 22, Requiem. Written by Chris Carter, directed by Kim Manners. Carter's back in his lane. And back to the storyline. My fave villains, Blondie and Krychek, are back. This show's getting meta again and calling out the fantastical stuff that the writers forgot about before. That's one way to silence the critics. He's not looking so good. Corona? Billy Miles is back. Not gonna lie, it took me a minute to remember him. Anyway, this scene is beautiful. I'll show you images since I couldn't find a clip. They're so fucking sweet. My heart leapt from my chest watching this. Magnifique. There's no better love story. You cannot convince me. I thought Krychek and Mulder were on good terms, but I guess Mulder's still sour about some things. Even the lone gunmen are in this app. Lots of UFO stuff. Also, Mulder could get abducted. We get another sweet moment with the agents. The last before the big abduction scene. missing something? What could I possibly have forgotten? Oh yeah, one more thing. She's pregnant. And that's season 7. It was a clunky one to be sure, with a lot less serious eps, but we eventually came to a conclusion, even if it wasn't quite as satisfying as we wanted it to be. Now let's get to the top 5. Number 5, Hollywood AD by DD, of course, a classic. How could I forget? It's just the indulgence, like super indulgent episode, funny as fuck, just all the right kind of dialogue for me. Like he did a really great job, and the directing, like, spot on throughout. He gets these characters, he does so well. Just Sweat, number 4. The genie, amazing. The acting, amazing. The casting, amazing. We needed it. Like I said, after the one we don't talk about, we needed this, and thank you, Vince, for giving it to us. Once again, you are amazing, and we really appreciate you. And then we have All Things, which is a controversial pick, I'm sure, because some people really hate it. But I like it for the moldiness, so sue me. I like that we got confirmation in this episode. It was a big episode where they definitely made a baby. They made a baby. So I don't know if they made it in this episode. They did some shit afterwards, for sure. But this was the beginning. Number 2, The Sixth Extinction, Amor Fati. Some great moments with Mulder and Scully again, and the big overall theme that kind of went away for a long time. And then we brought the colonization thing back, but that's fine. It was really good, and I really liked the way it was written and directed. And then now we have number 1, which is of course going to be, and it could not be anything else, but Millennium. Millennium is number 1 because it's that bitch, and it has the kiss, and there, like, the world didn't end. That is basically it. And I will see you in the very controversial season 8. Stay tuned. Bye.